Brooks, John, and Elizabeth.
No. You
that was 2 weeks ago.
No,
not weeks, years ago.
Check it for hemorrhoids.
No.
You're recording.
So,
you son of a bitch.
Welcome to Dungeons.
I never.
No, you did right after we moved into our house.
You're editing.
Because I said, John, go talk to a doctor.
No, I didn't say.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I never said check for hemorrhoids.
Okay,
you
I'm sorry.
Check for
you
zits.
said, can you look and see if you see a hemorrhoid? How is that checking for hemorrhoids?
I never have ever said that.
Yes, you did, right when we first moved here.
No, I've never said check for hemorrhoids.
Can you even see hemorrhoids?
No, well, sometimes you can. Some
Maybe
stick
you have
out.
to feel for them.
Well, some stick out.
She's not going in the booty hole, so... She's not going to operate me like you son of a bitch.
Welcome back to our
Yes.
our actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast. We're like Critical Role, except with grossly inappropriate conversations, bodily functions, and overall not as good.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for giving us a shot. You will regret it. So,
But you'll keep coming back and you won't know why.
right? For inspiration, who wants to recap our last episode?
Fuck y'all bitches.
Go for it. You got this, Kasel.
Okay. We murdered a giant shambler animal creature that was destroying us. Yeah, that was pretty much the entire thing. And all of us were like inches away from dying. I think that's a fair...
More than inches, we were like
pubic
on
hair.
it.
I'll give it to you. I'm willing to accept that as a recap.
Yeah,
yes. So you all have just defeated this this giant shambling mound. You are weak, hurt, bleeding profusely. Some of you. What do you all do?
Hemorrhoids.
Well, I think we're going to do a long rest.
I'm going to summon Leomod's tiny hut.
Okay.
Yep.
You do
long
so?
rest.
Are you casting it as a ritual, or are you expending the spell slot?
We're going to long
What's
rest.
he chewing on?
His
Penis, probably.
His foot.
Yeah, I'm going to use the full spells just so
That means you got
I
allergies.
can use the long rest.
Okay. So yeah, 1 minute later, this sort of dome appears. Are you casting it to match the dirt or the surrounding leaves? Because I know you can make it opaque and match the surroundings.
I'm gonna have it match the plants around it.
Okay, so it sort of has a sort of green hue to it. Yes. So you all make your
I'm
way
going into the tiny hut.
You find your way in the hut. You go in the hut.
I'm going to go in the hut.
Okay.
I'm going in the hut.
Okay. So you're all.
Hut.
So you go into this hut. It's very temperate. You guys are sort of surprised. It's been sort of cool.
It's well lit.
Yeah, it's well lit. It's nice.
It's not moist.
It's not decorated. It's just a dome. But the temperature is nice.
There's a fire.
Cher pulls garland magically out of her top and starts decorating.
You do so. I'll accept that with Druidcraft. Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
Anything
I'm
else
gonna
you
curl
do?
up and take a nappy nap.
Okay.
Go seep seep.
You do so. Anything else you guys are doing?
Should
Same.
one of us stay on patrol? Because look at that! Look at the look in that asshole's eyes right there. Yeah, I'll go to sleep.
What are you guys doing?
When it says all other creatures are barred from passing through it, does that mean they cannot enter my dome?
That's right. They cannot enter your dome unless you permit them.
Sweet. So, Cher out of the dome. Kidding.
Oh shit! That was mid-drink.
Back in the game because I'm ready to get back into the game.
The evening passes without.
So wait, if it's 6 p.m. when we go to bed, I'm gonna be up at midnight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're awake at midnight. You're in the hut. What do you do?
Is it too early to wake everyone else up?
If you want them to get the benefit of a full rest, it is.
I'm gonna stay in the hut for right now, just because I'm not quite sure where we are.
Okay.
So I'll decorate a little bit more.
Okay. So you're out sort of in the forest. You sort of see it's sort of a full moon, so you're able to see very, very clearly around the forest. Maybe a perception check.
Oh God.
Quick question. Can we make that a game mechanic? If she decorates the hut, it stays next time I
18.
summon it.
Maybe.
We
Let's talk
want
about
the
it.
decoration.
18.
I'll say yes. 18. So you're sitting there in the hut in the sort of dead silence of sort of right next to where this thing is with Kasel snoring. Margot, do you snore?
Well, but I
Like
burned
a
it.
freight train.
But I burned it.
Margot,
Yeah. So yeah, you're in sort of the burn over the sort of burn
the
remains of
men
this.
colors don't say.
But you hear a sort of rustling
Oh shit.
off of the trail, sort of far away, distantly rustling in sort of the bushes. Yeah.
Since I'm just coming out of recovery, I'm gonna stay in the cabin, but I'm definitely looking out the windows and stuff. Like,
So you're staring up sort of the kind of one of the hills outside of this, and you see a sort of pair of eyes kind of peek out from and sort of start looking at this sort of dome. They're sort of looking, they stare for a while. Eventually a second pair, somewhat a little lower, starts looking at this dome. Do anything? You're still the only one that's awake.
what time is it now?
It's maybe been 15, 20 minutes since you've
damn.
been awake. It's still midnight.
Not enough time for me to be like, get the fuck out. No, I'm gonna actually just lock eyes on them now, though.
Okay.
I'm nowhere near.
Isn't it camouflaged?
So it is the color, it's opaque, it's the color of the sort of leaves, but it stands out as a dome.
Yeah.
So
So if a blind creature walks by or a hard of seeing creature walks by, it's gonna walk by. But pretty much anything that can see is
the
gonna
only thing
see
it's
it.
going to see it as standing out.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, if you're just away from it and see it off in the distance, you wouldn't see it. But crossing its path, you would notice
Yeah.
that it's a dome. And these creatures appear to have. So
I want them to come a little bit closer before I do anything.
So after a while, these two creatures, the sort of smaller set of eyes, sort of sneak out from the undergrowth. You can see that it's kind of a very large rat, and it sort of creeps up ever so slowly. It's maybe 60 feet from your dome, just creeping up towards it, step by step, as slowly as it can. About as it takes every step, the creature behind it starts to sort of emerge from the bushes with the sort of rustling. Again, just as quiet as it can. It's just barely starting to step out. And they're just keeping eyes on this sort of dome, this sort of alien thing in its space. What do you do?
Speak with animals.
Okay, you can't speak with animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Immediately, the rat jumps back.
Am I inside still, or do I have to be outside for this?
So it can hear you from the outside.
Okay.
Your spell. What a great question if speak with animals can extend beyond Leopold's tiny hut. Let me look at the spell.
I'm not gonna lie, I get so smug whenever Kevin says, great question.
What a great question. I think it can. Because you're casting it on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's not an object or spell.
Yes. So I'm going to say you've cast it on yourself. They can hear you. Yes. So
Okay.
yeah, this works.
What are you doing?
And it says, "What are you doing?
We're resting.
What is this thing?"
It's a hut. It's protecting us.
It says, "Kahuna." And the sort of giant boar appears out of the
Timon and Pumbaa!
Oh my.
appears out of the thicket, and he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Kahuna. They say that they are resting." Because I heard them too.
Are y'all evil?
We are not
Evil.
Then what do y'all want?
We are investigating. You, this thing.
And he sort of sneaks up a little closer to it and kind of taps it.
Ow!
Ah!
I'm kidding, it didn't hurt.
Oh. What is this?
Can I go outside? If I come outside, are y'all gonna run in fear?
I don't know. I don't think so. What are you?
Quick question. Can I go back inside if I go outside?
Yes.
Okay. I am a druid elf, high elf. Well, sun high elf.
So you step out? Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, suddenly they sort of sneak back at you. And the boar looks at you and goes,
What are you doing in our forest?
We're on our way to find Marcus Sparkskin.
He goes, I know the name, but it...
and the sort of rat goes, no, this could be a friend, no. And he,
No, tell me.
and he lunges at you. And I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Fuck.
shit. We just got done.
17.
Okay. He rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're about 5 feet from the hut.
Okay.
So you can jump back
I
in.
am.
Okay. So as you do, this sort of mammoth boar just jump and just runs at the dome and boom, thunks against it. This wakes up Margot and Kasel.
Oh, shit.
Oh my, what's happening? What's happening?
This boar.
hell?
Y'all stay quiet. I'm trying to talk to them still. Just stay quiet, stay in bed, go back to sleep. Nothing's wrong. What's wrong?
And at this point, the rat has started trying to like calm him down.
And he's like, it's the full moon. It's just our time.
When you said I might be a friend, what do you mean?
Make me either a nature or arcana check.
Nature.
Okay.
14.
So, you know that certain things in the world exist off of the lunar cycles. The one that stands out to you the most is lycanthropy,
Okay.
which you might know as being werewolves. And you would know that there are other animals potentially in this sort of realm that can be were animals. You think maybe this might be it?
A wereboar?
A were-boar? A were-rat? You don't know, but like you haven't seen these things, but you're just sort of putting 2 and 2 together. You know that it's a full moon.
Yeah.
You're in tune with nature.
And he also, it's our time.
It's our time.
Okay, but what did you mean when you said I might be friends?
He goes, I don't know you. And he sort of like is pushing
Yes,
the boar back.
but
It's like,
you-
Hakuna, calm yourself.
The other one's name is Matata?
Mateo.
Mateo? Okay.
Legally distinct entity. Don't sue me, Disney.
Okay. But no, you said something. You were going to tell me something before he lunged at me.
He goes, no, I'm just trying to keep him away now at this point.
We're good
Hakuna.
people. We're
Hakuna.
safe people.
And the boar is just mad as he can be.
I gotta know. Y'all know something, and you know that I need to know.
I don't. And he's at this point.
Can I offer you food?
And at this point, the boar just roars, "You are food!" And he sort of, and he sort of like starts growing from this boar into this sort of boar-human hybrid, this sort of huge, muscly sort of hybrid with these sort of tusks growing out of his mouth, and he's just wailing on the dome just as hard as he can.
And the dome is safe, right? Like,
The dome is safe as far as you know.
I
okay.
have a question. Is this considered a curse that this creature has?
Make me a nature check.
Where we are from?
In this case, I'll take
15.
nature. So, in your studies of life in the forest.
Baby.
You have heard that lycanthropy is occasionally referred to as a curse. And that potentially there are magics that might be able to cure it. You don't know exactly what magics it may take to do it. But you know that magics may exist that could potentially cure lycanthropy.
And those who suffer from lycanthropy, go you.
Okay. Make me an Arcana check
To cast the spell.
before you cast the spell.
Seven.
I don't know. Maybe just an inkling.
I would like to cast. See, now I feel that I don't know I should cast it because you made me do a check.
Yeah, but it's just uncertain. You're just not sure.
What's your channel divinity?
I would like to cast
Fridge water.
Remove Curse.
So you expend the spell slot. You cast the spell, and it against the wall of the hut. You can't cast spells out of Leopold's tiny hut.
I will flip you off, DM.
That is a free action.
Yeah, you should have
He's
caught on to that
bonus.
when he said that I was casting it on myself.
Well, I must not have been paying attention. I was doodling. God damn it.
Damn the doodles. Okay,
You're up, Cher.
what is going on? What is happening?
So,
Mateo, what is happening?
he's like, it's the full moon. He can't control himself.
You can always make some bacon.
No, because we have to leave the hut to do
What
that.
is the duration of Speak with Animals?
10 minutes.
Okay, you're so good.
I'm like, tiny hut is 8 hours. So.
Yeah. So you still got probably about an hour 45.
Of time left in the hut?
Mhm.
Shit. So if I stop talking, will they just go away?
You don't know.
Mateo, I feel like you know something.
Make an insight check.
Have we regained any spell slots, anything like that yet?
At this point, you haven't. Cher has.
I'm using a lucky.
Okay. It's technically your first lucky after your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So you look to the floor to see what it was.
Nat 20.
What were you rolling for?
Insight?
Um,
Because I said, Mateo, you know something.
he doesn't seem to know anything.
Waste of fucking nat
He
20.
seems like he's really just trying to keep Kahuna from killing you guys.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go dead quiet and just hope that Hakuna basically
I'm going back to sleep.
just gets
Okay. So
his
you're
rage.
silent.
Yeah.
You're pretending to be asleep.
No, I'm going back to sleep. Because,
You're going back to sleep.
Because I need
Margot, what are you
12 hours.
doing?
I'd go back to sleep.
Are you alright on your own, Cher?
Yeah.
Alright, you wake us if you need us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I'll try to finish my long rest.
Okay. So, after a while, the two of them sort of sit there, and Matei or Kakuna sort of beats on the dome for a little bit, and eventually he sort of morphs back down in sort of a normal sort of boar sort of visage. He's like, "Let's go." And he after maybe 20 or 30 minutes kind of goes on about the trail.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here pretty much the rest of the night and just be like, okay, whatever the fuck
Okay.
is going on?
About the time that Kasel wakes up, the dome disappears. It is now about 2:30 in the morning.
My decorations.
They'll stay with the hut.
Margot, you also awake. It is very late in the evening.
Okay, Margot. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we seeing? How are we blowing?
Well,
That's
do you
it.
want to trudge on in the dark?
Yeah, I can do a produce flame and
I can always just breathe
I can also
poison
do-
or acid.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So first of all, you all enjoy the benefits of a long rest.
Full heal.
Wake up,
full
stretch.
Full healed, all your spell slots back.
Needing a cup
Class
of
features.
coffee.
Jeez.
Drink.
Yep.
Needing a cup of coffee.
So, you all continue on the trail. What's your marching order?
I'll go first. 'cause
I'll do
I know the
second.
way.
First,
I'll
second.
take the booty.
Okay. Survival checks, either advantage with you or shared.
I have 5.
3.
I'll do it. Advantage.
Oh no, so it'll be you and you then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause she's leading. She has to make at least one.
10.
Oh, okay.
10? What's
I'm
your-
at 12.
12.
What's your plus?
Oh, that was with it.
So it's dark, and you guys are having a hard time kind of keeping sort of even footing. And as you're sort of continuing on the trail, you occasionally hear this sort of rustle.
That's great.
This is another one of those bugaboos.
Distant.
Should I put up the hut just in case?
So it's sort of distant sort of rustles. You can't even tell exactly where it's coming from.
Should we put up the hut just in case?
I don't know. I don't want to keep wasting them.
It doesn't cost me anything. It costs me a spell slot.
Yeah, but then we're kind of committed to being there for 8 hours.
Well, but it's the alternative is we're not protected. And
Can you put it up before? Or like
it takes a minute to prepare.
Let's keep trudging and see what might be going on.
If
It
we-
could just be some animals.
Okay. It's about 3 or 4 in the morning. Again, sort of as you're sort of walking, you keep hearing the sort of rustling. It feels like it's getting closer. You now probably walked another 200 yards. And again, this rustling is now maybe 100 feet away from you.
I'm good at.
Behind us, in front of us, side to side.
It's to the side.
I think it's time to put up the tiny hut. I'm gonna cast the Mud's
Okay.
tiny hut.
So you begin casting the hut.
Mm-hmm.
This rustling continues.
And now we're in the hut, I take it.
Takes a minute.
Yeah, I'll say that you all cast this hut again. And again, these same sort of set of eyes pop out of the brush.
So we'll pretty much have to wait until we're out of a full moon.
Is that what you all do?
Do you want to? Y'all remember last time these things got huge.
I don't want to fight it.
I don't want to fight either. Do you? I can do speak with animal again because it's I can't. It takes a spell slot, but I can do it.
I say we do it because.
But they have to be visible.
Then I would wait. We can wait. We got 8 hours to wait.
Well,
here.
technically, their eyes could be considered visible.
What do you do?
I'll cast speak with animals.
Okay, you do so again.
Hello.
And he goes, I thought I told you to get out of my forest.
We're trying, but not if you're staying on us.
And at this point, Mateo goes, look, we're happy to let you guys get out of the forest. But, it's the full moon, and oh, now it's me this time. And he
So he's a little rat guy, so he...
and he puts his teeth. He's now maybe 5 feet tall. Like he's he's not super tall. And starts clawing at the dome. And
But we're good for 8 hours, and the sun comes up in 2.
yeah,
I'm waited out.
Yeah, to me this is a simple thing. Get the pina colada and go to town.
okay.
Yeah.
So you guys wait. After about 10 minutes, he loses his steam. Sort of sits there, takes a rock, turns back into his normal rat self, throws it against the dome.
Cher, tell him we're not going to fight him. We're going to wait it out. Tell him they're wasting their time.
Y'all are gonna just keep wasting your time.
Because they're right, He goes, no. And he sort of, the rat sort of scampers back off into the greenery. You all wait. Eventually,
General question.
Mhm.
With the tiny hut, can anything break it? Period.
He'll find it.
Make an Arcana check.
Back off the dice. Oh.
That's why I don't do them on there. I do them on my notepad because these things change them.
Whopping 2.
To your knowledge, no?
Y'all, we're safe forever.
Safe forever.
Fever.
So, I assume you all eventually wait for the sun to rise.
All right. As soon as day breaks, we can keep moving forward.
Yep. So, day breaks.
Daybreak.
Yep. Although sort of the sun is obscured by the canopy of the forest that you all are in, eventually it sort of starts kind of warming up. You guys know that morning is upon you. What do you do?
I say it's time to keep going.
Agreed.
Yes.
Okay. So you all set off, marching order the same?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
I'd like to look for some eggs or some berries or anything along the way we couldn't scrounge.
Okay, make me a survival check.
It's gonna be 11.
Okay. Are either of you helping her with this?
I will.
Okay. Make a survival check with me.
I'm a city boy.
9.
Okay. So Kasel has kept to what's basically the trail. You two have sort of carved off. You're looking for these things. Eventually, you're able to find some nuts, some sort of wild berries. It's not a lot of stuff, but it might be enough to sustain the three of you. And after a while, these sort of two humans pop out of the brush at you. And sort of they say, hey.
Ah!
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Are you the Mateo?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Couldn't she just ask the question?
She could. But I want to see if she can figure it out before she asks it.
10.
It's hard to tell.
Hakuna?
But you see that one of them is sort of mousy faced, the other
Yeah.
one's sort of this sort of broad guy. Like, hey, I talked to Mateo, and I just want to say I'm really sorry. It's not me.
Bullshit.
No, like that's not like who I am. It's just like the curse of like lycanthropy and what we do, and that's not like who I want to be. And I just wanted to apologize to you guys.
Do y'all belong somewhere?
And Mateo goes, well, as much as anyone belongs anywhere, we make our way in the forest.
But why did y'all react so differently when I said Marcus Barkskin?
And he sort of looks at you and goes, I don't know that name.
Okay.
That's
Well, y'all
right.
referred to me as a friend right before this Hakuna thing decided to go crazy.
And he goes, oh no, I was just trying to calm him down. Like, just trying to get him to be like, don't attack them, they're our friends. Like, that's what I was, I don't know who you're talking, I don't know who you guys are, Marcus
Doria?
Barkskin is.
It's gonna be a running joke.
Make an insight check.
Fails.
It's not Doria.
Good, because that was going to be 18.
Tell me your names again.
Because I'm Mateo and this is Hakuna.
Where
and
do
Hakuna
you
goes,
all
he's like,
live?
I'm really sorry. And he kind of goes to shake your
Understandable.
hands.
Where do you all live?
Well, he goes, I live in Broadus, and Hakuna lives in Broadus as well.
Really?
And when the full moon
Hits
comes,
your eye.
we come out to the forest so that we don't hurt anyone.
How
Except
did you
for us.
all get
Well,
to
we don't
Broadus?
normally run into people.
How did you all get from Broadus here?
Well, we walked. We
I didn't know if perhaps you had a carriage or other means of travel.
Oh no, we just go out into the forest away from people so that we don't hurt anybody. It's not like I said, it's not what we intended to do. We didn't intend to run across you guys.
How did you
So
How did you become the recipients of this curse?
oh well, Hakuna or Mateo and I go way back. And Mateo goes, yeah, we've been friends forever. And now we would like to take a second to support some other actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcasts.
In the Witchgrave Covenant, Like many other fantasy realms, it's the heroes that save the day. Slaying dragons, rescuing villages, delving dungeons, they're the people you go to when evil is afoot in the land. Ever wonder what happens when those heroes aren't around? Sometimes, when sinister forces are at work, the only people you've got to call on are the town doctor.
I'm not going to lie to you, this is going to hurt.
That crazy lady who raises mules.
They have to be glossy at all times.
And the gnome kid that runs the dispensary.
You know Big Milo down at Newbridge? He's got mules as well.
That's right. It's time for the NPCs to step up and save the day.
I think I killed some. I did kill someone.
You were healing trauma on one of the most renowned highwaymen in the area.
Also true, but...
Ain't no mule, that's a donkey.
What?
Or maybe they'll just make everything worse. The Session Tapes, Children of the Covenant. Fridays at www.thesessiontapes.com. Also available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now back to our podcast. If you would like to become a part of our ad share program, please email us at dungeonswithfriends@gmail.com. We as long as I can remember, we've been friends, and we were out hiking one day, and this giant boar and this rat attacked us, and we were able to kind of fight them off, but in the process we were attacked, and I was attacked by the rat, he was attacked by the boar, and so we, so yeah.
So naturally that just means attack people when you see them.
Well, we can't control it during the full moon.
I have a proposition for you fellows.
Okay.
I have the ability to attempt to remove your curses. However, I would like for you to provide us with safe passage to our destination near Brodus.
Well, okay, yeah, I would love to try that. Make me an Arcana check.
Four.
Sounds good.
You gotta love those rolls where you're like, fuck this.
Alright. I can attempt to remove the curse from one of you at a time.
Okay.
I will attempt to remove the curse from one of you now. And
Okay.
I will attempt to remove the curse from the other person upon our arrival.
That sounds fantastic.
Unless it takes us a month to get there.
Yes. Now, who would like to try first?
And Mateo goes, Hakuna, I think it should be you. Mateo goes, oh no. Hakuna goes, oh no, I don't. Well, okay. Honestly, realistically, I can deal more damage and I hurt more people, so it should probably be me.
All right, let's try this together then.
Okay.
All right, so I will cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Let me look at Remove Curse. Yeah. So you sort of lay your hands on this person, and he feels some sort of relief, and you can kind of see a sort of like exhalation come out of him, and you don't know if it's worked or not. Okay.
All right. Now we shall see. Does your condition typically last more than one night at a time?
He goes, well, I can just become, and Mateo goes, oh, you should try and become a boar and see, that will prove if you've been cured or not. And he's like, yeah, I'll try that. And he poofs into a boar. Poofs back into him, and he goes, oh, shit. Because it didn't work.
Well,
What if we tell them we can help provide them safe passage if they could just... We can protect them if anything comes at them, if they can just get us basically to where we need to be.
How far away are we from the druids?
He goes, we were just coming to apologize. We don't mean any trouble to you guys.
Oh, so you don't need to join our group or anything?
No, we just wanted to...
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Just apologize. Okay. Okay, well, you guys, no worries. For any more.
Best of luck. Don't attack us again.
Yep. No worries.
Be on your way now. Thank you.
For the rest of your days. Okay.
It's our problem free.
Yep.
Philosophy.
Bye, Hakuna and Mateo.
Kahuna and Mateo. Legally distinct entities.
Yeah.
Yes! So, you all continue on the path.
I don't know why you let me have this spell that never works when I use it. It's like
tell me about it. It's like heat metal.
Lycanthropy is really complicated
Don't talk to me
cure.
about this. We're moving on.
Okay. So, did we find your eggs? Are you hungry anymore?
I'm just frustrated now.
Okay, Margot, let's get back with Kasel and let's just keep going.
To the trail.
Come on, Kasel. We ran into that fucking boring rat again.
By the way, Margot, you do have channel divinity to heal people. Just throwing it.
One, how do you know that as your character?
I'm metagaming.
Okay, well, don't.
I'll need your judgment.
Do I need to show you the meme?
What meme?
You weren't there.
You weren't there. It's a Simpsons meme. Okay.
Alright, so let's keep trudging forward, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you all continue on the sort of forest path marching order?
She's in front, I'm in the middle. Kasel following up the rear.
In the front. She got
survival
the armor.
checks.
Oh, fuck you. $16.
9.
Okay. So the sun has risen. You're all able to sort of manage your way along this path. Margot, this all looks familiar to you, and so you're able to sort of find your way. At this point, maybe it's now about midday. You know you're probably about a couple hours out. Anything else you guys are doing?
I say we just keep marching.
Okay. So you all do so. You continue on the sort of path.
How far are we from the circle?
An hour and a half away.
Exactly.
Exactly. Which I think I said.
Are you there yet?
So 5 minutes passes.
Oh, God.
And Kasel says, are we there yet?
So are we on a trail?
An additional 5 minutes passes.
Are we on a trail?
No. So you're just sort of trusting Margot's guidance.
But are we on like flat ground?
No, you guys are really making your way through the thicket.
Okay.
Again, sort of tearing your way through sort of vines and kind of making your way, making a path as you're sort of going.
Okay. Okay.
You all ever traveled up this way before?
No,
We've traveled the broadest. We haven't traveled to...
And I've done some pretty in-depth forest travel, so this isn't anything too crazy. It's just... Can't help but wondering if there's more of an I know this is as the crow flies, but, you know, you'd think that at least some point someone would have traveled this and cleared it.
Very true point.
Wonder if that's what the box Farno had was gonna do. Oh well.
Maybe it was going to clear this nice path.
Yeah.
So that you could go and find your dear druids.
Too late. He's dead now.
Oh, he's dead. So
and the box is burned.
So you guys eventually continue on for around another 10-15 minutes. Maybe perception checks. Everybody.
22.
18.
6.
Kasel didn't see shit.
So Margot, anticipating that you're coming close to it, you can't remember the exact landmarks. It's hard to find distinctive things. Eventually trees sort of start looking the same, rocks start looking the same. But you know instinctually that you're getting close. You start to hear sort of voices. in the distance, what do you do?
Can I hear anything the voices are saying?
At this distance, no. You're just sort of at the cusp of being able to hear them.
I'm assuming we can't hear shit.
No, you guys can't.
Cher.
But I'm 18.
At this point. DC 20.
Did you...
Cher.
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear some voices up ahead. How about you turn yourself into a bird or another animal and try to go and see what you can spot?
I can't fly, but what about a deer?
Or a snake.
Sure.
Snake would be stealthy.
Whatever you think would be good, my dear. I think it would be best for you to go ahead and see what's up there.
Whatever you think would be best, my dear.
I want to be a deer.
Okay.
Beast mode.
Beast mode.
Beast mode. Because snakes move slower, that's why.
Yes, but snake in the grass, hidden.
Snake moving slow AF.
Also, Liz would be terrified of you.
But there's no Liz here.
I love
Okay.
Margot.
Margot doesn't like the snakes.
You expend a wild...
It's a trouser.
You expend a wild shape and transform yourself into a deer.
Yes.
Okay. You go up, continue on.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, you begin to hear the voices as well. Are you being sneaky?
I'm not being sneaky, but I'm not just trampling. So,
Just being casual.
sneakish.
Casual deer.
Like as though like my crush was in the woods and I can see him, but I don't want to necessarily be like obvious about it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just imagine
That buck is out there.
I
Yeah.
just imagine you as a druid in real life, just like stalking people.
Okay.
Just a deer.
So you sort of really quietly, maybe you bend down, chew on a little clover, just to make it look legit.
Yeah. But my eyes are up looking around like, not looking at anything.
Yeah. And sure enough, you do see a camp. It's small. There are maybe 6 or 7 tents gathered around a campfire. What do you do?
I want to get a little bit closer.
Okay. So you do so. You're now probably about 30 feet away from the camp. You're still in sort of the thicket. It's sort of hard.
Can I hear?
Maybe a perception check.
What is your obsession with perception right now?
Let me see what your perception is going to be. +2.
Oh, well then that... Oh, so it's not this?
No, it's based on this.
Oh, okay. Then, where'd my dice go?
Check under the boogie.
Oh gosh, it's all the way over here.
Oh. Well, do you mind handing it, please? Okay. So you said it was +2?
Yeah.
13.
You can't make out individual conversations. You hear that it's mostly common. You can tell that it's the common tongue. You can't see anyone at this point. It seems like maybe they're in their tents. Which is what it is.
I want to go closer.
You go like into the camp?
I want to get like right on the edge of it.
Okay, so you're right on the tree line. Electric perception carry. At this point, you begin to hear, you hear sort of, again, kind of common phrases. It doesn't seem particularly germane to you. It's mostly about, like, gathering water or going to wash the clothes or...
What is this, a hippie camp?
It doesn't seem like it's particularly interesting stuff.
Okay, so I want to change back into Cher.
You do so.
And I want to approach the camp.
Oh, God.
Okay. Are you being stealthy or are you going right in?
Stealthy.
Okay. So, make me a stealth check.
Of course. Because, as Kevin's like, now she dies.
All the traps at the spring and blow up the forest.
8.
Okay.
Now she dies.
So...
Fairno appears. I've been waiting for you.
I'm sending you to hell.
You are not particularly stealthy.
I go jump in a tree and just fall?
But no one here is really on guard. They sort of assume that they're fairly well hidden, being sort of thick into the forest. And you're able to sort of get right up against a tent. And you listen in to the conversation that's going on in the tent. And remind me what languages you speak.
Okay, so Celestial, Common, Druidic, Elvish, Giant, and Giant. That's about it.
Okay, so in a mixture of Common and Druidic.
Oh, I'm home.
You hear, Daniel. If you don't go fetch the water this time, I'm going to leave you.
Oh, I'm home.
And you hear back, that's not funny, and I'm going to fetch the water. And you hear, and sort of on the other side of the tent, you see a creature you haven't really, you've seen in the dream you had with Marcus Barkskin. It's that same sort of cow, big person. Eventually, no. Come out of the front of the tent and go on their way.
Can I say, like, hi, or...
You're welcome to.
Hi!
He sort of turns.
Hi! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Marcus had me come here. Marcus Barkskin?
Immediately disappears. And
I'm sorry.
And you're back into the tent. He goes, there's someone out there.
Hi, I'm one of you. Look! I want to go back into my deer form.
Okay. And you hear Daniel, if I look out there and there's nothing but like an animal or some other bullshit, I'm going to leave you.
No!
And he goes, no, I swear, there was like an elf out there, like an elf person.
I'll just wait as an elf.
And
I don't want her to get left.
And he's like, no, seriously, look at the back of the tent. And eventually you see this sort of hand pull back and
Hi.
Because I will grant you that there is someone out there. We should go talk to them, I think.
Please.
I think that would be good. And you sort of see these sort of two creatures, these big, they're taller than you. They're probably like maybe
8 or 9 feet.
Yeah,
like
they're
size.
No, they're maybe like 7 feet tall.
Oh, it's like Kasel size then.
Yeah, they're big, and they sort of kind of look out and they say, "Hello."
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm way too excited. It's just we never thought I never thought we would make it here.
He goes, I know you from the circle.
Yeah, same.
Cher, right?
Yes, Daniel.
He goes, I don't know how you know mine. Oh, were you?
I was trying.
He goes, well, that's water under the bridge. And he's
water you haven't fetched yet.
And he goes, now come here. And he sort of gives you sort of a big, sort of furry hug. And he goes, come here. And then they sort of both hug you. He goes, this is the one that Marcus was going with. That Marcus was going to go with. He goes, how'd it go?
It went well, but I can't say there weren't casualties.
Oh. Okay.
Ferno and the device are destroyed.
Well, that seems like a victory.
Ferno took Marcus with him.
That definitely put a dampers on the victory. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And we tried, and unfortunately, throughout my travels here, we lost Nick.
I don't know who that is.
Well, no one did, so it's okay.
Oh, we gotta tell Andrew stuff about the
Andrew stuff.
Yeah, Archdruid Andrew stuff. We gotta tell him about Marcus.
I had feared that it was going to take a toll on you.
Oh.
Does he have a wife and children that I need to tell?
Marcus?
A family?
Not that I know of. And he kind of looks at his wife. She's like,
well, I'm here to carry on his beliefs. Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, that's well done. It's been sessions in the making.
Well, I'm here to carry on his beliefs and his actions.
Well,
I think that's what he would want.
Well, okay. If your intention is pure and
it is,
then we'd be happy to help you do that.
My intentions are very pure. Before we move forward, though, I do need to tell you I have 2 friends with me.
Okay, where are they?
They're in the forest. We've had a rough couple of days of being attacked by everything that moves. So when we were sensed that we were approaching a camp, I went ahead into beast mode, as you know, and I approached the camp so that way I wouldn't startle anything that might want to later on attack us.
Okay.
They do appear, the people I'm with, one I have been raised with and know him, although he is perverse, he is pure.
Okay.
And the other one I've just met, but she seems to be good.
Okay, well, here, you bring them, let us convene the village, and we'll meet you and your compatriots.
Right here?
Sure.
I'll be back in 5.
Sounds great. We'll take a hot 5.
And I'm going to hug him one more time real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's great. And he sort of pats you.
I'm going to run off.
Okay. Make me a nature check.
Okay. 19.
So you have heard of firbolgs.
Firbolgs?
Firbolgs. You know that they're of Fey origin, that they're described as being big.
Oh, what he is.
Yeah, what he is. And that's what you kind of think maybe what this is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you spent just an iota of time in your life in what was Druidia. Yeah. And so you maybe have some vague recollection of these creatures, but it's really vague.
Because I was ripped out of there at a very young age.
So you don't know them super well, but these, it seems right that the way this is. Yeah. So you go get your people, they go get their people, you reconvene at the spot.
Yes. And before we get there, I'm gonna tell Kasel and Margot, these people frighten easy. So I'm going to say, let's refrain from telling them too much of what we've gone through and from talking too much.
I can do that.
And try to give off as pure a vibe as possible. Don't bone anything.
Alright, I'm dead.
Okay, so just work on keeping your mouth shut, honey. You'll be alright.
Listen to Grandma Margot.
That's not the problem I gotta worry about.
Listen to Gambia.
Yeah, work on keeping everything shut and you'll be alright.
Mm-hmm. Y'all stay behind me.
Alright.
Okay. So you find your way back to the same campsite. As you sort of approach, you see a small gathering of people. Maybe 8 or 9 people. You see the 2 sort of firbolgs that you'd seen before. Maybe a couple of halflings, some humans, a few elves. But they sort of are kind of eyeing you all sort of very warily. Mm-hmm. They say hello. They sort of wave.
Hi, I'm Cher.
And they say, oh yeah, and they say, I told you this was the Cher from the dream.
The Cher.
This is the Cher. This is the one.
Is he like pointing right in my face?
Yeah, he's like, this is the one.
With his hoof?
I told you.
With his hoof?
I told you this is the one. You guys didn't believe me, but here she is.
Yeah, in the flesh.
And she says that Marcus is dead, right?
Yeah. That's the tragic thing. But
that's sad.
He didn't die. He died saving me.
Okay.
And he helped me take out Ferno and the device.
Yeah.
So he died doing good.
And Margot, from behind one of these firbolgs, you see a halfling man kind of look around and wave at you. It's one of your sexual conquests.
I give him a nice little wink.
As she shows the lube. Astroglad.
Do I need to summon the tiny hut?
No, she'll just do it right in the open.
Yes.
She concur.
So this sort of group sort of say, well, you're welcome in our village. Mm-hmm. We don't have much. You sort of look around, they do not have much.
No worries.
It's pretty clear that it's just kind of their tents, a fire, some things that have been lashed together, so sort of, something hanging over the fire, maybe to cook a stew, there's just not much.
Well, but we can help.
Well, we could use all the help we could get.
Yeah. With all the help Marcus gave me, I owe that to y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know about these two, and they are more than welcome to go off and do what they want.
Yeah.
That's all we need is a third campaign split off.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's really rude, Kevin.
Thanks, Brooks.
But
3 sets of characters.
Well, Kasel's good for lifting, so I know that he would be good for that.
Whoa! What? We're putting words out there.
And entertainment. He's a bard.
Thank you. Entertainment, yes. Lifting, not so good.
Protection.
Sexual exploits, fantastic.
Please stop talking.
And so they go, so this has been a lot for us. We haven't had visitors in a very long time.
I know. Would it be better if they went and stayed, if he went and stayed elsewhere? She's wonderful. She's perfect. Margot's the best.
Well, you're all welcome.
Okay.
Here in our village. And I think maybe it would be best if we sent a communication to Andrew stuff, and Daniel sort of looks over at an elven woman, and she's like, sort of looks at him, and he goes, so, maybe if you want to send him a message.
I will.
No. He goes, she can.
Oh.
He goes, just let him know that, Cher Vespa's here now, and that she's here, and we now need to, let him know that. She goes, and she sort of steps over. You don't see a Pharaoh come to her, but she sort of starts talking.
She is Queen Pharaoh.
And she sort of starts talking in general, and she sort of starts nodding.
I'm gonna play my little...
It's a nerve stick. You're welcome to do so. So yeah, you play your drums, and...
A 13 plus 9, so yeah, 22.
It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
I don't think he was going to make you roll.
I wasn't, but you're good.
I wasted that roll.
So, after a while, Geneva comes back, and...
from the convention?
Yeah, from her convention. And she comes back and she says, he said he will convene the circle tonight. She goes, and so they said, ooh. She goes, I thought we might have missed it because last night was the full moon, and that's when he usually does it sometimes. But, I think he just calls it sometimes just to call it.
This is Daniel's wife.
Oh, this is Daniel.
Oh, Daniel's a very cute, oh my god, y'all, it's just happening.
He's just very excited.
He's like, we've been waiting for you. Didn't know you were going to come.
So excited.
Okay, so I want to introduce myself to everyone in the village.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Cher, as you know.
It was okay. So I'm Daniel. We don't really have leaders here per se.
Oh, like a co-op then.
Yeah, it's sort of more of that kind of co-op thing.
Uh-huh.
We all sort of pitch in and we all help. This is my wife. Have I already said her name? Do you guys remember?
No.
Great. Her name is Nancy.
Of course it is.
Named after your own mother.
Nancy Yancey.
Nancy Yancey.
Can I do an insight check and just look at what all the villagers look like and stuff?
Absolutely.
Well, he was going to explain them.
But you can go right ahead. But your insight's going to be more like, are they legit or not?
6 plus insight 7.
You've seen it.
These guys seem all cool.
Fuck, I have shit rolls at times. Don't need to roll? Great. Do need to roll? Blows.
Yep, just garbage. Yes. So Daniel goes, well, this is my wife, Nancy. This is Geneva. She's sort of our resident specialist spellcaster. She knows a lot of really great, useful spells.
Oh, perfect.
She's sort of our main point of contact with Andrew stuff, who's sort of our archdruid who you met.
Well, kinda.
Yeah. But we're going to convene the circle tonight, so I think you're going to really get a chance to meet him. And then and he goes around and introduces you to sort of everyone.
Basically code for Kevin's done making up names.
Yeah, I'm not making up any more names. No one seems really particularly of interest. Again, they're sort of few elves, a few halflings. It's
Any
sort of racially
attractive
diverse
beings.
Make me an investigation check, John.
Look, I'm a bard. 7 plus my investigation, so 7.
Some of them are kind of cute, I guess. I don't know.
Depending on time of day. Alcohol.
Depends on how hard up you are. I don't know. What?
Okay, so what time of day is it?
At this point, it's kind of beginning to sort of eke into the evening.
Okay.
At this point, Nancy, the sort of Farival, comes up to you and goes, I have just baked some really great bread, and I think you guys would really enjoy it.
I am famished, so I can tell you that I would.
Super. And
fully accept.
She goes back into her tent, which you can now see there's sort of a stovepipe coming out the side of it. And she goes, it is fresh, so don't touch immediately because you might burn yourself. But I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. She sort of cuts it open and sort of suspended in this bread are sort of different nuts and small fruits. She hands it around to you all.
What time is it exactly?
He said it was just
It's the early evening.
He just said that, John.
Like 7, 8?
Early evening is
You don't
6.
have a watch. It's early evening.
Yeah. It's not like, what, my shows come on.
6:21. Jesus Christ. You gotta catch wheel?
Yeah.
Look. Back off the wheel.
Okay.
Pat Sajak has done a fantastic, and Vanna White has done a fantastic job.
Who's on the other side of that? Who's like, fuck Pat Sajak. That dude fucks. Fuck him. No, nobody's that way. Everybody's like, oh, that's great. That's okay.
Look, the Jeopardy guy we all hate.
No, we don't.
What?
Alex
We
Trebek.
all love Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek is our Lord and Savior.
Alex Trebek is condescending when he's like, oh no, you mispronounced it. It's really this.
Okay, and?
What?
Yeah. Okay, I will give John that, Jeopardy kind of got ripped to shreds not too long ago because a girl pronounced the word wrong.
What?
But in pronouncing it wrong, she was actually using a different word. That was the problem. So she wasn't giving the accurate answer.
Okay,
so
that's
he
not the
called
right
it
answer.
as it's not the right answer because when you pronounced it the wrong way, it made it this word.
Yeah.
And so, fuck you for saying that. Don't you dare threaten my Lord and Savior who just got off of chemotherapy and survived and built his wife a brand new master bath in the off season.
Let's get back on the rails because we way off.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's
so Nancy,
it's mid-evening.
Yes.
And Nancy just cut us some bread.
Yes, Nancy just cut you some bread.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
So how long have y'all been here, Nancy?
So we've been here now, I guess, maybe 20 years, I guess.
So with how long you and Daniel been together, or?
Oh no, Daniel and I have been together honestly since the fall of Druidia. So we've been together for years and years.
That's when I was taken.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I remember it, and it is some dark times.
Yeah.
But
before the first dream I actually ever had of y'all, or the only dream I really ever had of y'all, I had the original dream with and say his name again for me.
Andrew Stuff.
And he came to me and said soon, but I didn't know what that meant, nor did I really know what my druid powers were. And then as I learned more, he then came to me in a second dream, and that was the very first time in my entire life I'd ever seen other druids.
I remember seeing you in the circle that time. I don't know what the soon dream.
I think that was him telling me I'll be in the circle soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, he's a neat guy.
He is.
Yeah. I don't really know where he is.
No, that's fine. I'm sorry if I seem too excited.
I've never would be
seen
excited
other
too.
druids either. And
no, and she sort of puts a hand on her shoulder. She's like, no, I would be excited too. She's like, right, Daniel? She's like, oh yeah, no, we would be excited too, definitely.
Okay.
You just discover that you have this family that exists. That
And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous of Seraphina because she had just discovered a family, and it was one of those that I thought I was her family, but now I understand her excitement of this is it.
Yeah, welcome, first of all.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy the bread.
Oh, it's so good.
That
is where
we're going to
end
the episode. Kevin sucks dick.
We hope you've enjoyed the podcast. Please rate, review, and follow us wherever you find us. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube. Please also take the time to follow and like us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find more information about our podcast and where to find us at our website, dungeonswith.com. And as always, well, my friends.